Pretty crazy. No videos for almost 8 years, and now it's 12 in a row. Holy crap! Um. Anyway, so I've been in positions where I've been separated from the norm. Things that I enjoyed doing or people I enjoy being with. Several times before. When I joined the army, I was stationed in Germany for a while, and so I knew nobody there. So I had to discover new people and new activities and places and stuff like that. Plus, growing up in the military, I moved around um, every few years and would more or less have to do the same thing. But at least I had my immediate family, mom, dad, and eventually my brother. But the first time, I'd have to go to when I joined the army and I got stationed in Germany. Like I said, I knew nobody and didn't have anybody to fall back on or anything like that. And plus, I'm in a whole strange world where I don't speak the language all that well, and whole different custom and all that stuff. But it was a lot of fun. And then I deployed. You know, um, at least there, I had my army brothers. But again, whole new land. And then I'm separated from things that we, up until recently, as a society, take for granted. Going, your favorite restaurant you like to go to, even if you haven't been there in months, you can always still go whenever you want, until you can't, like now, um, or going to the movies or things like that. And so now we all find ourselves in a similar predicament. Granted, maybe not as extreme. You can still go to the store if needed. Um, you know, those of you that have families, you're at home with them, which I'm hoping is a good thing. I know I'm loving that part at least, but I'm curious as to what you guys are missing. What do you miss about the before time? Before this pandemic and the lockdown and all that stuff. Like I miss going to the movies, which I hadn't really been in a while anyways. My wife and I, we used to go all the time. And then once we had a kid, it kind of it slowed down. I think my kid's 18 months old right now, and since she was born, two, maybe three times we've been to the theater. Um, but there's a few restaurants. Uh, there's a place called Whiskey Cake that is phenomenal. Great food. And if you like whiskey, as I do, um, they've got a killer menu. Like all sorts of whiskeys from around the world, stuff you've never heard of and stuff like that. I try new whiskey every time I go there. There's a small little Greek bistro here in town. I mean, it is tiny, and it gets packed. And it's in a rundown strip mall. Like over half the storefronts there are closed, boarded up. Um, but holy crap, their food is amazing. And so we miss, that's one place we go. That's our Valentine's Day ritual tradition. We go other times throughout the year as well, but the that's our tradition every year for Valentine's is we go there. I really miss that place, and so the luckily they do curbside, so we've ordered from there once or twice. Probably do that again soon. Aid to support local businesses too. It's just really good stuff. Um, I had mentioned in an earlier video, we have this wildlife ranch where we can drive through, and you've got gazelles and zebras and longhorns coming up to your car to eat pellets that you can feed them and all that stuff. And the zoo, especially with the kid now, she loves that place, and we really can't do that. Although they have opened that up to drive through, so you can, as long as you stay in your car, you can drive through the zoo because they've got kind of a paved road that goes through, and but they're charging almost as much for a one-time drive-through as they are for an annual pass. And the good thing is, the few days that they've done that so far, they've sold out, and so they're getting a little bit of money. So I'm happy for them for that, but I'm not waiting in line 5 hours to spend a ridiculous amount of money to drive through a zoo. That's just silly, in my opinion. I'm glad other people are doing it, though. We have a beautiful botanical gardens here in the city. It's one of my favorite places here in town for a number of reasons. One, it's just a wonderful walk through, and two, that's where I not only proposed but married my wife. We actually got married in the very spot where I proposed to her. It's a nice, beautiful pond, and we'd sit there and feed the ducks and the turtles and stuff like that. And that was her favorite place, so that's why I popped the question. And then we ended up getting married in the same spot, which I thought was really cool. My wife would not agree to conceiving and birthing the child in that spot, which I thought would be fitting, but she wasn't having it. Women, am I right? But yeah, so those are the things that I miss. Of course I miss my family, but I always miss them because they live so far away. I see them. I'm lucky enough. I see them once, maybe twice a year. So that's good. That's cool. My folks, usually throw this big barbecue around 4th of July weekend, but I won't be able to go to that with or without the lockdown because I'm currently in welding school, and I'm going to be almost graduating about that time, so I won't be able to go because I'll be wrapping up my schooling. But yeah, so that's, some of the stuff that I miss. I miss not having to wear a mask anytime I go into a store. Wearing glasses, it's just a pain in the ass because the lenses fog up on you and you can't see where the hell you're going. But yeah, so what about you? What do you miss about, before this whole pandemic thing goes? Talk to you later.